I don't even know where to start with this, man. Like, in all honesty, y'all, this was a heavy one right here. I'm not gonna say too much right now. I'm just gonna ask y'all to do a very big favor and just send prayers, comment prayers, whatever it is. Like, I know I told y'all before, man, 1 like equals 1,000 prayers. Y'all gonna want to pray before y'all hear it, because I'm telling y'all, this was probably one of the craziest, most saddest stories I've ever heard, ever, out of my entire YouTube career. Pray for this young lady down below. She's very young and going through this, and man, the details she goes into is honestly crazy. Let's get into it right now and see. Hold on. Suspect mom made her live with the... Whoa! Hold on. We got to get a story time about this.
Right now, it's probably because you came... So, if you're here right now, it's probably because you came from my other video.
Right.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go look on my page. It's the video right before this one. But if you are here, hi, I'm Jaden. I posted a video earlier, and I said, suspect's mom made her live with the dead body for like 3 to 4 years. I posted that.
Right.
That body was not just a body. It was my grandma.
Sorry to hear that.
This is my mom's biological mother, my biological grandmother. This is my mom. This is me. My mom again. And as the story goes on, you're going to see why I only have pictures with her from when I was little.
Okay.
So, basically, I really don't know where to start. I haven't really talked about this, like, actually giving my, like, full story to anyone, so this is kind of really the first time that I'm really, like, coming out with everything. And I just want to say before I get started, I'm still a human. My grandma was still a human being. She's resting now. I'm okay now. My mom is in jail. So basically this started when I was about 11 or 12. I think I was 11, just turned 12, maybe. I know I was in the, it was 7th going to 8th grade. So, my grandma, she used to be like a pretty healthy person, but I guess strokes like run in like her side of the family or something. Because my uncle ended up having one too. Well, he had one before my grandma actually. So, my grandma had like a little stroke. I don't know like the categories of strokes or anything like that. So as time like went on, it started getting worse and like worse. Like she stopped working, stuff like that. One day, I guess she was trying to get like on her bed, and she had a stool by her bed, a wooden stool. It was like a big ass stool, I'm not gonna lie. It was by her bed. I guess she was trying to get on, or she was getting off, and she fell. I don't remember which one, because we were just coming home, and like it was like a whole thing. So I guess she falls. We come into the house, and she's like calling me. She's like, Jaden, like come help me. So I tell my mom, I'm like, let's go help her. My mom tells me no. My mom tells me to close the door.
What?
So me being a kid, I kind of had to do what my mom told me to do. I had to close the door. Me and my mom would go get food, and I would purposely not eat like a lot so I could like sneak my grandma food in there. And so my mom found out. She told me to stop, so I had to stop.
What?
And, like, for like the next few days, I heard like really loud crying. Like I heard her crying. She was crying a lot. I couldn't do anything.
Wow.
And then one day, it just stops. I never heard it again. That cry was the last thing I ever heard from my grandma.
Wow.
A lot of things happened like during those few years, but I'm really just
basically starved her grandmother to death. That's crazy.
Trying to like sum it up so I could post this on here, because I am gonna make a longer video.
Okay.
So weeks go by, my mom acts like it's normal. Months goes by, it's still normal. Years go by, it's normal. Mind you, like while all this is like transpiring, I'm still living a normal life. Like nobody knows what is going on. Like nobody. Only me and my mom knew, which I still to this day don't understand. I've even asked my mom after why she did what she did, and she can't tell me. So
right.
So the years pass. I'm really getting fed up like with it because, mind you, like my house
You're
is
getting more
terrible.
mature.
I don't know if it was my grandma, but she knew that like I had to get out for us. So like the floors were breaking, the water stopped. The only light that worked in the house was the light in my room,
Okay.
which wasn't even my room. It was my mom's room, and like it was a whole thing. I'll get into detail on another video. But mind you, the house wasn't in good conditions. I don't know if y'all have seen that like show Hoarders, but that is what mine looked like. My mom let it get that bad. We didn't have water. She would force me to use the bathroom in the tub. And I'm thinking this is all normal. Like, I'm a kid. I'm like, oh, like, this is normal. Like,
Right.
So what I did was I had an AC unit in my window. I cut the AC unit and I kicked it out. And I left. I ran and I went to my best friend's dad at the time. I told him what happened. He let me cry. Like, he asked me what I wanted to do. He said he had like a sheriff friend, so he was going to ask the friend what we should do.
Right.
So he asked the friend, and the friend said, since it's such a live situation, like, you're going to have to report it, or else I'm going to have to report, like, the cop's going to have to report it. So we reported it. A cop came. They asked me questions. Then
You did what you needed to do.
To the house after that. My mom was barely getting home. They told her she couldn't go there no more. They needed to do a welfare check on my grandma, and I guess when they went in there, they seen what I was talking about.
Dang.
I forgot to add this in. When they went into the house, since my grandmother was there for so long, it wasn't a body anymore. It was skeletal remains.
What?
So
Nah. This crazy. This crazy, man. This is crazy. What? That's sad, man. That just hit, boy. Boy, that just hit.
The next day, I'm taken to an advocacy center. They interview me. And they're asking me questions over and over, and I'm giving the same answers. Like, my story doesn't change. So then I'm taken to the police department in my city, and I'm given to my dad. And one thing I'll never forget is on that drive home, I'll Be Missing You started playing. And I always used to listen to that song from my grandma, so I know she was telling me she was okay. They ended up fine. They couldn't charge my mom for like murder because she didn't actually like do any, which is kind of, I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah.
Because she didn't do anything to hurt her, but she like left her there. So she got charged with I think neglect to an elderly, or abuse to an elderly, and abuse to a child under 15. And she had a whole bunch of other charges, but I still don't really know like what they are because I've never really looked, because it's not going to change anything, like
right.
what I went through or anything like that. But she is in jail. She's doing 33 years. She has tried to like contact me. She's had her friends try to contact me like from jail, and I give her the basics. I'm okay. I'm doing good. I'm grown. But I don't visit her. I don't call her. I've really only sent like 2 paragraphs in total to her, I think. And I asked her, why would you do this? Why? Because we were all close. Like, when I get into the other video and like
She was probably collecting them checks, man. She didn't want them checks to start rolling in, and her mom probably didn't have health insurance, so she probably was just getting them checks.
Into detail, like,
that's a lot of money to collect, especially if you somebody provider, you get paid and just collect their checks. It's crazy, man.
It just doesn't make sense to me. It still doesn't make sense to me.
How did nobody know in 3 years outside of them? Like, you got family, you got friends. She got family, she got friends. Like, they must have didn't have no family, because there's no way like that nobody checked up on her in 3 years. Her whole family had to know that was more mature than her at the time, what she was doing.
Still hurts me too. Like, I don't know. It was just weird. Let me add this too. This happened in Seguin, Texas. I now live in Louisiana. I completely left the state. I left everything. Like, I'm good.
Okay.
But that's really all I'm gonna like get into right now, because I am gonna make another video, like I have said like 50 million times in here. But yeah. And I don't know like how people are just like finding out about this, because I do talk about it a lot.
Right.
I have really dark humor because I really went through some shit. So I like to make jokes out of my humor. I don't make jokes out of like what happened in a way, but I do like, I cope with it, you know? Like,
Right.
It happened when I was like 12 to 16. I'm 21 now. I'm okay. My grandma's resting. I know she's okay. She's with the rest of the family. I just gotta keep living for her. So, yeah, that's my story.
How did she get past that smell, man?
If y'all could keep the comments nice, because like it kind of took a lot for me to like talk about this, because I haven't really said anything really. But yeah, if y'all could keep it nice, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, I hope if you're going through something, please don't be afraid to speak up. Shit, you could text me, call me, I'll get you some help. I don't care who's hurting you, I will help you. It does get better. There is light on the other side. Yeah, I don't really know what much to say because I'm gonna start crying, but yeah. I'm gonna add this too. We did end up having like a vigil for her. We did have a funeral. We did celebrate her, so she got the proper like send off.
Yeah, that I was. Ooh wee, man! If this story didn't bring you to tears, then I don't know. Like I'm actually not even done. There's some more parts to react to, but if this ain't bringing you to some type of like, just even the thought of feeling a life like, man, I really got to wake up. Like I really got to call my elders. I got to check in on my people, because there's people like this in life that really go through something. She said this happened between she was like 12 and 16 or something like that. Like for somebody that young to experience something like that, to walk in the house and probably realize, why does it smell like that? Oh, let me just ignore it. She opened the window, letting the smell get out. People just thinking it's outside. Oh, it's raccoons or something, like, oh, it's baby gat. Like, bro, that's probably why the walls was cracking and the pipes and all of that stuff, because it probably was maggots and bugs and things. And I ain't trying to, have no nasty thought, but it's probably just the decomposing part that was entrapped in that house that really was causing it. Like, and it's just sad to know that she really had, like, this a strong woman. All in all, just hearing her even speak about that, I know I couldn't. If this happened to me and I was that young, I wouldn't know what to say. And I'm just going to say this, man, y'all comment some prayers down below for this lady. She needs it. I know she still go through it. Y'all, please comment. I don't care how many times. This post better not have nothing less than 10,000 comments and 10,000 likes. Likes for the prayers. 1 like equals 1,000 prayers. 10,000 comments, spam the comment, whatever it is, show her some love and show her some respect, man. She should be able to read this and be able to see the abundance of love, the abundance of just support that she's receiving by just visualizing it. She feeling down or whatever it is, she should be able to come back to this video and be able to read comments of just people being able to support her in a time like this. You get what I'm saying? Like, I really don't know what to say. All I got to say is, man, I'm praying for you. You know what I'm saying? We all praying for you. We all support you, and just keep your head up, man. Like, I'm sorry that you had to experience something like this, and I do hope that, later on in life that you're able to just forgive your mom for what happened. I know you may not talk to her like that, but I just hope you're able to forgive. And, man, that's just hard, man. That is hard. Like the grandmother had to do something to her daughter for her mother to want to do that to her and just watch her starve to death. Like, that's just crazy. She was crying for help, begging for help. Please, please. That's just crazy, man.
I've been reading some of y'all's comments, but some of them don't really make sense. Like, you can use common sense to answer your questions. But like you said, like, why was I scared at that big age? 12 is not a big age.
Yeah, I would say 12, not. I'm 24 and I'm still scared of my parents. Like, I don't know what you talking about.
I'm only what, like 4'11" at the time, maybe 90 pounds, and my mom is a big girl, a big ass girl. Big as the fuck. And I mean, logically, if you think about it, if your mom left your grandma there with nothing, would you not be scared? Like, what? I don't even know if I said it in the video, but I'm pretty sure I did say that, like, I was getting abused too. I said that, like, she never let me out her sight. I was with her 24/7. She knew everything I was doing. Like, it was the whole thing. Like, one time I got in trouble for not wanting to play basketball anymore. And mind you, I ran away like 8 times and was always brought back. A cop even told me, you shouldn't be running away, you have nice name brand stuff, while standing at the door that leads to, well, not leads to, because we were outside, but leads to the Hell House. So, I mean, obviously I was fucking scared. I couldn't get away from the shit. And I'm not trying to be rude or none, but, like, I didn't have to come out with a story. I didn't have to give y'all a story time. I could have just, like, posted my video and went on along with it, but I posted it because I wanted to. So, I don't know. If you're gonna drop a dumb question, just think hard and long about what you're about to ask me.
Why people even bashing her? I'm looking at some of these comments now, bro, and people just sick, bro. Like, people talking about some, why you ain't do this or why you ain't do that. You don't know what a smell is, bro. She was 12. Going on, like, dang near what, 15, 16 when all this stuff was going on, bro. Like, people not finna think twice about stuff like that. Like, at 12, people are still terrified of, it's people who's, I got homies, they terrified of spiders and snakes. Like, bro, people are terrified no matter the age. Like we were that age once to know what the expectation was as being a child. You weren't informing anything. You weren't standing, calling. It's people who come out about things that happened to them when they were 12, where they're finally able to speak about it and they're 40. Yeah, I seen some of the reactions we did where people are exposing these pastors for touching them at 12 and 13. And you get what I'm saying? Like, this girl is telling her truth. Like, so anybody got anything negative to say, you getting blocked, man. Like I said, man, rest in peace, Miss Jackie. That was her grandmother. I do hope that, you're just able to still find that peace and healing and even just acceptance and forgiveness of what your mom had did. I know just you've been talking to her and I wanted to talk to her as like a thing, but it doesn't make no logical sense on why this went on. You get what I'm saying? But prayers to her, y'all. Send an abundance of love and support her way. Like, that's all I can say. I see you all tomorrow, man. Be safe.